Hey there, I'm Zach from dreamoфenglish.com, the place for English video lessons, other types of English resources, and of course, online English classes. Today is going to be a short video where I'm going to talk about the differences between the past simple, used to, and would to describe past events. Okay? So let's get into it. The past simple is the easiest one to understand, as we can use the past simple to describe all types of past events. For example, we can use the past simple to talk about past habits, like I played football every Saturday when I was a kid. We can use the past simple to talk about past states. I lived in England until I was 21. And finally, we can use the past simple to talk about past single events, something that happened just once. For example, last summer, I went to Asturias. Okay, this is the important one because we only use the past simple to describe single events. And if we move on to used to, we can see that we use used to describe past habits and past states. I have made a longer video on used to, be used to, and get used to. So if you want to understand this in further detail, check that video out. But let's look at it to describe, past habits. So, like the past simple, I could say, I used to play football every Saturday when I was a kid. I could also say, I used to play the PlayStation a lot when I was younger. With past states, again, the same as the past simple, we could say, I used to live in England. I could say, I didn't used to like olives until I came to Spain. And finally, used to cannot be used to talk about these single events. This is when we use the past simple, because used to refers to these repeated actions, states that happened in the past and no longer happened or are no longer valid. Finally, let's look at would. Now, would is the most specific of the three, because would only refers to past habits or repeated past actions. Let's take that same example that we've used for the past simple and used to, and we could say, I would play football every Saturday when I was a kid. So for past habits, we can use all three forms. I could also say, I would spend every summer at my nan's house on the coast. Okay, this is something that repeated. Just like used to, I could say, I used to spend every summer at my nan's house. I spent every summer at my nan's house. So we could use all three to talk about past habits. But with would, we cannot use it to talk about past states. We cannot use it to talk about single events. It is also important to note that with would, it is not common to use it in the negative form, nor in the question form. Here we would use used to. Okay, so there you have it. The past simple versus used to versus would. Past simple is much more general. We can use it to talk about past habits, past states, and these past single events. Used to is more specific, past habits and past states, and then would is very specific. We use it just to talk about past habits, past routines. Okay, so I hope you like this video. If you do like it, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, check me out on Instagram, Dream of English, where I post daily videos, daily grammar tips, vocabulary. So go check that out. But until next time, have a wonderful day, guys. See you later.